Member of the European Parliament is swapping politics with comedy today. Some would argue they're one and the same. As she takes to the stage at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, Nikki Sinclaire, who is now the We Demand a Referendum MEP, feel like you have to shout that, MEP for the West Midlands, is performing a one-woman show billed as being a, quote, light-hearted, satirical and poignant look at the European Union. Thousands of budding artistes visit Scotland's capital every year for the annual Arts Festival. And Nikki Sinclaire's on the line this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Stuart.
What kind of things will you be talking about then?
Well, I've been an MEP for 4 years, and most of the time I sit there, I don't know whether to laugh or cry at some of the things that go through. So it's a lot of observational humour and things like there's many characters and talk about those as well.
Well, hopefully the audience tonight will be able to hear you better than the audience this morning. We'll try and call you back on a different line and see if we can get a better line there so we can actually hear what's being said.
I could not do stand-up. I think it just takes a lot of bottle to do stand-up. Could you ever do it?
No.
Because it's just, I couldn't. We'd be so nervous doing that.
I did have a couple of weeks of comedy training. Didn't work.
When did you do that?
Oh, it was a long time ago.
Was it?
I've forgotten most of it now. Although there was a comedy moment around the dinner table yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
It was a noisy tea, and we're not a family that says you mustn't speak while you're eating.
So was it talking, or was it just lots of forks and knives on plates?
Talking and noise and things.
Right.
So I just did this. There was the four of us around the table. I thought, I've had enough of this. So I just went, shh, and then sat and leant in a little bit over whatever it was we were having for tea.
Peas.
Risotto. It did have peas in it.
Oh.
Just leant forwards and cupped a hand to my ear. And then they were looking at me in this kind of, what?
Yeah, excited but interested way.
And then one of them said, what, Daddy? And I said, no, it's gone.
You were probably thinking it was like a ghost or something. That's a little bit scary.
It's not scary. For about a minute, there was nothing. It was bliss.
I love it. I'm
absolute bliss. Try that. See if it works on Archie. Nikki Sinclaire's back. Morning.
Good morning, can you hear me?
Better.
No, we can't. Yeah, it's perfect. So you'll be talking about, you said that you don't know whether to laugh or cry at the EU.
Yeah, I've been there 4 years, not quite sure whether to laugh, sit there, shaking my head, banging my head against the desk sometimes. But so, yeah, it's observational humour. Some of the things that I've witnessed in the European Parliament, 28 different countries, 650-odd MEPs. So, sometimes the culture clashes. Some of the people, there's some huge characters in the European Parliament, so I'll be talking about them, what's it like to be an MEP, the European Union itself, and just a bit of a light-hearted look. It's a bit of a laugh. It was a good idea when I thought about it. I'm not too sure about that this morning as the nerves kick in.
Well, I was going to say, on a scale of 1 to 10, how nervous are you?
9 3/4.
Oh, dear.
Oh, you'll be fine. Nerves are good. Yeah,
so I'm obviously used to giving political, and you do get nervous before political speeches, and I think that's a good thing, because sometimes when you're not, it doesn't go so well. So I think nerves are good. It's, this is obviously just a slightly bit out of my comfort zone.
This isn't going to be a party political, is it?
No. I don't really want to, I'm obviously going to have digs at the European Union. It'll be hard not to. Actually, it'll be very difficult not to. But, it's just really, I'm not going really down the political line. It's just really the observations of the characters. And also about, a laugh at myself as well, because, it's just an hilarious place and it's an hilarious situation to be in.
Have people, and I mean this in the nicest possible way,
Sure.
Have people said to you, well, you are funny?
No, that's never been said to me.
So you're really taking a risk on this, aren't you?
But that's why I've called it It's Not Funny. I've hedged my bets. I've said it's not funny.
Do you think many people, and again, I mean this in the nicest possible way, do you think many people will turn up?
Well, the average audience for an Edinburgh show is about 6.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. And I've already had 7 pledges.
Well, that's a start.
Wow.
So I'm already above average. And so hopefully we'll get some walk-ins. And it's going to be videoed, so, some of it can have a wider audience on YouTube. But yeah, it's just an experience. I'm a bit of an experience junkie, so it should be fun.
Have you decided what you're going to wear? Because that seems key to many sort of stand-up sets.
Well, I've got an Edinburgh Fringe kind of like polo shirt, so I thought I'd wear that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
To get in with the crowd.
Are you taking any sort of mates who can laugh just in case there's a moment where no one laughs?
Yeah, well, there is a couple of people with me. I brought my assistant with me, and I think she might take me to an employment tribunal, actually.
I was going to say, is she a willing participant in this?
Listen,
no, I wouldn't use the word willing.
Nikki, I laugh at Stuart when he's not funny all the time, so if you ever need anybody else who's a trained laugher, then just give me a shout.
Well, you know what I'm going to invoke? I'm going to invoke EU rules for this gig. You know how the European Union, if they don't like the answer, they make people vote and vote again? So I'm going to make a rule that unless they laugh at my jokes, I'm going to have to tell the same joke over and over again until they laugh. Well, we've got to make it EU, haven't we?
How long's your set?
It's going to be about half an hour.
So how many jokes do you think you'll get to?
That's
One or two?
You know, that's another problem, because in the European Parliament, we're only usually allowed to speak for 1 minute. So this is 29 minutes outside my comfort zone.
Well, if your 1 minute joke's not very funny, just do it 30 times, you'll be fine. Good luck. I don't know if it's good luck or break a leg for stand-up comedy. I'm not sure, but either way, I hope it goes well for you.
Cheers. People can see it. It'll be on YouTube or on my website, www.notfunny.eu.
Okay, we'll look forward to that. Thanks very much.
Right,
are you around tomorrow? Can we get you on to see how it went?
Yeah,
because I'm intrigued. All right, I'll give you a bell tomorrow. Thanks for that. Nikki Sinclaire, MEP for We Demand a Referendum, performing today, 4 o'clock this afternoon at the Fringe Festival.